When you think of Bill Gates, you probably picture Microsoft and wealth. But what if I told you that behind the quiet billionaire exterior lies one of the most futuristic homes ever built? A $150 million mansion that literally runs itself. Welcome to Xanadu 2.0, Bill Gates' private paradise of innovation, luxury, and environmental genius. Let's step inside the home of the man who built Microsoft and discover what happens when a tech billionaire designs his version of comfort. The billion-dollar blueprint. You can't talk about Gates' mansion without mentioning one thing first: innovation. Hidden in the forested hills of Medina, Washington, the home sits quietly on the edge of Lake Washington. But don't let the calm scenery fool you. This is one of the most expensive and technologically advanced private residences on Earth. When Bill Gates first bought the land in 1988, it was worth around $2 million. But after 7 years of intense construction, the property evolved into a $150 million architectural statement, one that blends sustainability, secrecy, and insane luxury. The design brief? A house that feels warm and human, but runs like a computer. And that's exactly what he built. Here's where things get sci-fi. Every guest who visits Xanadu 2.0 gets a microchip pin upon entering. That tiny pin tracks your movement throughout the house. Creepy to some, but it customizes your entire experience. The lighting changes to your preference. The room temperature adjusts to your comfort level. Even the art on the walls shifts to display pieces you're most likely to enjoy. It's like walking into a real-life version of Tony Stark's mansion, only with fewer explosions and more hardwood floors. In short, Gates' house doesn't just recognize you, it adapts to you. Architecture that hides its power. Now, from the outside, you'd almost miss it. That's because the entire structure is designed to blend into the hillside, using earth-sheltered architecture that keeps it energy efficient and nearly invisible from the road. But step inside, and you're hit with pure architectural theater. The home spans 7 bedrooms, 24 bathrooms, 6 kitchens, and a 60-foot swimming pool, complete with its own underwater music system. There's a 2,500 square foot gym, a 2,100 square foot library, a state-of-the-art theater, and a garage big enough for 23 cars. Because when you're Bill Gates, one Tesla just doesn't cut it. Oh, and the library? It's not your typical bookshelf situation. This one houses a Leonardo da Vinci manuscript from the 15th century, which Gates bought for a casual $30 million. The technology beneath the walls. Now, let's talk tech, because this is where Xanadu 2.0 goes from rich to ridiculous. Every inch of the mansion is wired with an intelligent home automation system. Hundreds of hidden sensors monitor everything from air quality to humidity to whether you've left a room. The walls? They're loaded with high-definition screens that can display any artwork or background scenery you want, from Van Gogh to a digital view of Paris at sunset. Even the floors are engineered to respond to movement, adjusting temperature to maintain comfort. And it doesn't stop there. The lighting, audio, and climate systems are all synced through a single digital network, meaning Bill Gates can control every part of his home with a few taps on a tablet. Environmental genius. For someone worth over $100 billion, you'd expect a carbon footprint the size of a small country. But here's where Gates surprises everyone. Despite its massive size, Xanadu 2.0 is one of the most eco-friendly luxury homes ever built. It uses sustainable Pacific Northwest materials, including recycled timber and natural limestone, to keep the aesthetic warm and grounded. Geothermal heat pumps regulate temperature naturally, while the underground design minimizes energy loss. And the roof? It's covered with a blanket of greenery, blending seamlessly with the surrounding environment. A subtle reminder that even billionaires can live green. Security fit for a billionaire. Of course, when your net worth could fund a small nation, security isn't optional. Xanadu 2.0 is equipped with military-grade surveillance systems, facial recognition, and biometric access points throughout the property. And because the house is built directly into the hillside, much of it is naturally shielded from aerial or satellite view. There's even speculation about an underground tunnel network connecting different parts of the mansion, though Gates has never confirmed that, which probably means it's real. A glimpse into the future. When Gates first built Xanadu 2.0, it wasn't about showing off. It was about experimenting, about merging architecture, nature, and computing in a way the world had never seen. And in many ways, this mansion became a prototype for the smart homes we see today. Think about it. Personalized climate control, digital art walls, home automation systems, all mainstream now. But in the 1990s, this was straight up science fiction. The billionaire's retreat. Despite its extravagance, Gates doesn't live there full-time. He still spends time at his other properties around the world, from a ranch in California to a summer house in Maine. But Xanadu 2.0 remains his true sanctuary, a place where innovation meets tranquility. It's the ultimate expression of balance between man and machine, technology and nature. In a world where most billionaires compete for who can buy the biggest yacht or the flashiest penthouse, Bill Gates quietly built something different. A house that reflects what he's always stood for: innovation, intelligence, and impact. That's the real genius of Bill Gates' $150 million smart mansion. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the luxury and innovation behind Bill Gates' home, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. This is Luxury City, where we explore the world of wealth, innovation, and everything in between. See you in the next one.